5 fruity perfumes for the modern woman. Now, of course, fruity perfumes have been around for the longest time and they will not cease to exist. I think the train will keep chugging along quite steadily and consistently. We have raspberry, we have strawberry. As of recent years, we have banana, we have peach, we have apricot. We have so many beautiful perfumes on the market and beautiful fruity ingredients to be integrated into these perfumes. And of course, a lot of them are quite sweet. Some of them can be playful. Some of them can even convey a bit of a youthful vibe. So I think it's all going to be predicated on your personal taste. But anyway, I have 5 amazing fruity perfumes for the modern woman. None of these smell aged or antiquated or anything like that. Sometimes I think it's the inclusion of some really harsh and sharp florals that can sometimes pin or place a fragrance within that territory according to like traditional standards or whatnot. But in any case, these are 5 fruity perfumes for the modern woman. Before I start this video, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really, really mean the world to me. So all of these are pretty affordable. I think the most expensive one here is going to be slightly above $100. Although some of these you can find discounted online. You can check out a place like Gift Express. I don't know if they're going to carry every single fragrance on this list, but if you do check out Gift Express, you can use the code RED10 to save 10% off. It is not an affiliate code. I don't make any commission on it. And the link that I'm going to drop down below is also not an affiliate link. They're basically using the code to track where the sales are coming from, and they're really good people. And so I'm just happy to support good people. The first one that I want to talk about, and this is actually quite brand new. This one is from the brand Lattafa. And of course, if you know anything about Lattafa, you know that they make really high quality fragrances at an affordable price tag. And in my opinion, this is one of the best releases of 2025 so far. It's actually the brand new Petra. Petra is incredible. This fragrance is coconut, it is plum, it is rum, it's smoke, it has this incensey vibe to it as well. And I actually have 2 bottles of it. So I ended up purchasing 2 bottles on TikTok. It's a long story. But of course, this is coconut and plum. So we're talking about fruits. And those are the predominating fruity ingredients that are found in this composition. So again, if you're looking something with a pseudo-tropical vibe, just because, okay, there's tuberose in it as well. So it's a little floral. This one is actually inspired by Quattro Pizzi by Casa Moratti, which is an Italian brand. It falls under the Xerjoff umbrella, but this fragrance is gorgeous. It's actually a bit smokier than Quattro Pizzi. I don't find Quattro Pizzi to be smoky at all. So you can tell that Lattafa really took things in a different direction with Petra. It's a beautiful fragrance. Now we're going for a bit of an unconventional twist, and we have exactly that happening with this fragrance by Paris Corner, and it's called Banana Bliss. This is a really gourmand banana fragrance. It has so many other rich, sweet ingredients in it. We also have L'Explicit by the House of Oud, or 2, since they've rebranded. That fragrance smells more like banana and peanut butter, and kind of smells like banana bread, if I'm being honest with you. But this has so much else happening in here, so many sweet ingredients. Like, you really have to try this one. If you want to try banana and you want something at an affordable price tag, Banana Bliss by Paris Corner is the way to go. If you don't mind paying a little bit extra, you can go with Ambrosia Imperial. That one is banana and rum, and that one is also a gorgeous fragrance by Navitus Parfum with creative direction from Aisha, otherwise known as AI the Great. I think she's also incredible. Now, the next one is also falling under the Lattafa umbrella. So Lattafa, they have Maison Alhambra, they have Ard Al Zafaran, they have another brand called Astaf, and one of my favorites from that brand is Ranin. This one smells like Prada Paradox. It is so sexy. But the one that I'm going to talk about today, and believe it or not, there is no peach listed in the note breakdown, but I get peach from it. So I'm going to call it peach. And this one is by Niche Emirati Perfumes. That's the other sister brand, if you will. And it's called Dura. This is a beautiful fragrance, really heavy bottle, really interesting bottle. And when you're looking at it, you don't really know what it is. You don't know if it's going to house your jewelry or something, how it opens. And then, of course, once you take the cap off and you realize it's a perfume bottle, I think then your interests are really piqued. But this is a beautiful, creamy, peach type of a perfume. It's almost in the vein of Cassily by Parfum de Marly, which interestingly enough, that one doesn't have peach in it either. I think there's like plum and maybe apricot. I'm not entirely sure, but this is really, really gorgeous. So if you're on a budget, you like the smell of peach, look up the note breakdown. I think this one is such a safe buy, even though I technically never recommend blind buys. But if you're on a really tight budget, you're not going to break the bank with Dura by Niche Emirati Perfumes. And then, of course, let's go ahead and transition over into some big name designer brands. And so if we're talking about the modern woman, we're talking about perfumes that convey a contemporary aesthetic, a modern vibe. And of course, this is a brand new fragrance and they're utilizing the note of raspberry. Raspberry is in at the moment. Everybody is doing something with raspberry. And this one is by Chanel. And this one is Chance Opplendid. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. My favorite is Chance Eau Tendre. I can't get enough of that one. I love it. I've loved it for many years. I have multiple bottles of it, but we also have the brand new Chance Opplendid, and of course this has that rich, robust, and slightly saccharine raspberry note in the opening, and I think there's just something about raspberry that conveys a bit of a contemporary vibe, and it's also found in La Vie est Belle, L'Elixir. It's found in a number of other fragrances as well, so there's just something about the note of raspberry that really speaks to the ethos of the modern woman, I suppose, and this one is incredibly sexy. So, of course, Petra is kind of dark and mysterious. We have Banana Bliss, which is very youthful and playful. We have Dura, which is very creamy, smooth, and elegant. And then we have Opplendid, which is sexy. But the perfume in the number one spot, this is youthful, it is contemporary, it is modern, it is playful, it is flirtatious, it's effortless. There's a touch of sweetness in here as well. There's also a hint of vanilla in the dry down. And this one is actually composed by Francis Kurkdjian. And Francis Kurkdjian is an amazing perfumer. He's done Le Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. He's done Baccarat Rouge 540 from his own brand. And of course, this one is a strawberry-based perfume. It does get compared to Baccarat Rouge. And of course, there are several variations of this fragrance, not all composed by him. But we have the original, we have the Elixir, and then we also have the Eau de Parfum Intense. I know one or more of them was made by Jerome de Marino, but this is the original. And it is none other, and by the way, it's an incredible fragrance. It is none other than Burberry Her. The original Burberry Her. Now, this is my second bottle. I also have a bottle of the Eau de Parfum Intense. I have a smaller bottle of the Elixir. And of course, this is amazing. So it also gives that strawberry raspberry vibe in here. You can also get Rave Now by Lattafa. I think that one is a great alternative to this fragrance as well, especially if you're on a budget. But if you want to go shopping at your nearest department store, whether that be Macy's or Ulta or Sephora or something like that, chances are at most of these retailers, you're going to end up finding Burberry Her. And I'm telling you, this is a wonderful fragrance for the modern woman who wants a fruity perfume, right? So if you're in the market for fruits and you haven't tried Burberry Her, I think it's a phenomenal fragrance to check out. And again, I have 2 bottles of it, no shame in that. I think it's a great fragrance, so easy to recommend. And it's being loved for a reason, right? So there you have it. That was my take on 5 fruity perfumes for women, for the modern woman. And we have a nice variety here. We have raspberry, we have strawberry, we have plum and coconut, we have banana, and then we have a peach-esque fragrance. Let me know, what are your favorite fruity perfumes? Do you have any specific preferences? Do you have any favorites? If that's the case, let me know what you think. Drop your comment down below. I love the interaction and I read every comment. I appreciate you so much for watching the channel. And of course, if you took anything of value from today's episode, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.